Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button.
Hi guys, Happy New Year! 1 week of January 2021 has already passed. Today is already 10th of January when I'm recording this segment. If you watched my last video where I shoot a roll of film on the 1st of January 2021, you'll know that that day was a raining day. Since that day, it has been mostly raining days even up to now. When I'm recording this video, it's actually raining outside. On such day, I prefer to keep myself dry and warm, so I'm staying indoors. It is also a good time for me to do some organization of my film, my photos, my prints, and also to do some experiment. So today I'm going to talk about something that I have been reading about, but I never have the chance to try it out. So I thought in this video I will talk about intensification. Right? So what is intensification? It is a process where you increase the contrast or the density of a film or a paper through the use of chemicals. So this is done after the print or the film has already been processed and fixed. So what are the situations where you will use the intensification process? So if your film is underdeveloped or underexposed, it may be quite flat and thin. And this is one case where you can use the intensification process to boost up the contrast. So for prints, after you fix the print and dry the print, you find that the black seems to be a bit light in tones. You can use this intensification process to make the blacks richer and boost up the contrast a bit. There are quite a number of intensifier formula available, but very few are available commercially, where you can just purchase the package. The most common one will be the linear toner, which can also be used as an intensifier. That one you can get it off Uford or ADOX, right? For the rest, you may need to source your own chemicals and mix it yourself. In fact, some of the formula I don't think it's possible to obtain the chemicals anymore, like the mercury intensifier. But in this video, I will be talking about the Chromium Intensifier, which is based on potassium dichromate and hydrochloric acid. So in this video, I will look at how I can use a source of hydrochloric acid in the form of a household cleaner to mix up the intensifier. The Chrodium intensifier is a two-stage process. So the first part is that you have to bleach the prints or the negative until a very light image is left, and then after that you will redevelop the negative or print again, and the image will reappear with an increase in the contrast. So if you are curious about this process, do watch to the end of this video to see how my test results are and whether am I successful in mixing my own intensifier. Our ingredients for the Chrodium intensifier is all ready. First of all, our potassium dichromate 10%. This one keep almost forever, so you can mix a larger volume, and then whenever you need to make the bleaching solution, use it. Right, so this is 10%, and this water is about 100 ml. This is the hydrochloric acid that I talked about. This is actually a mosaic stain remover. You can use it to clean the mosaic floor, but somewhere stated here the active ingredients, I'm not sure you can see, they listed hydrochloric acid and citric acid as the two active ingredients. As I do not know what's the percentage of the hydrochloric acid, so I will start from like 12 ml, and then from there we can see how does the bleach work. As I said, the less the bleach, the better the intensification, so maybe that will work well. So we'll test and see. So now I will mix about 500 ml of the intensifier. I'll start from here. Right. Okay. This is just water. It's a bit orange because I use this to mix the dichromate earlier, so there's some leftover stain there. So as always, we will always add acid to water. So this one you have to shake it well before use. Right. and then I will pour in about 12 ml of this floor cleaning acid. This is about 12 ml, right? And pour it into the water. Pour it slowly, right? Okay. And then I will pour in about 50 ml of this. It's 45 at full scale. Okay. Another 5. Okay, another 5. So I make it 50 ml. And then I'll pour water to top it up to 500 ml. So this will be our intensifier. So we'll leave this one side. So I'm now preparing to intensify the prints, some test print. Remember, for Chrodium intensifier is a 2-stage. So for the first step, we have to bleach the print or the negative, and the second step you redevelop it. And for today, I will just use a print developer, that is Fujifilm multi-grade. I will use 1+9. So I will mix this. So this is the Fujifilm multi-grade paper developer. Today I'll make it a bit stronger. I'll mix it as 1+4. So I probably need about 100 ml, and that's about 20. Okay, because I'm just doing print, so on the tray we don't need so much. So about 20 ml to mix 100 ml of developer. Right, and then we can prepare it and leave it aside. So I'll top this up to 100. Okay. And because space is a bit constrained here, I'm just going to use one tray. And every time I will pour out the chemical, give the print a wash, and then pour in the chemicals. This is just water. So this is empty now. So this is a test paper negative. You can see that it's quite thin overall. Let's see whether this will intensify well. And for the purpose of learning, this is a test, so I don't mind tearing it into half so that we can compare the difference. Okay, so I'm going to tear it vertically into half, and I will intensify this part. Okay, so all this is can be done in daylight, and you usually inspect it by sight. So usually it takes a few minutes. The idea is that the bleach should bleach out the negative or the prints in my case, and then once you think it's ready, stop it and give it a wash. Okay, so I started it. I have actually started a timer just to track how long we leave the print in, so that if we need to really attempt this, we can monitor on that.
One eternity later.
Okay, as we can see, we have put the print in the bleaching solution for more than 9 minutes, but I am not seeing a lot of changes since a few minutes ago. So I'm going to stop this and give it a wash. Okay. So as I mentioned, due to space constraint, I'm going to use just a single tray. I'm going to pour out the bleach into another container and give this print a good wash. There will be a lot of yellow stain coming from the bleaching solution, mainly from the dichromic. Okay, one time. Okay. So I have my paper developer here, Fujifilm multi-grade paper developer 1+4. I'm going to just pour it in, and let's take a look what will it do to the print. Right? Again, I'm going to set the timer. Okay. I think you can really see some changes in the print itself. Okay, we have redeveloped this for a minute. I'm going to pour out the developer and give it a wash, and then we can compare the two prints or the two parts of the print side by side. Okay, so I put them side by side. I think quite clearly you can see that this part has already been intensified. The dark area is much darker than this part that we see here. The highlights doesn't seem to be very obvious. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do the same steps again as for this intensifier. We can actually repeat the steps to build up the intensity. So I'm going to give it a bleach again, but I find the bleach to be a bit slow. I'm not sure here, is it because the amount of hydrochloric acid is too little. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put in another, let's say 12. Right. No, I'm not being very scientific here because of the changing solution in the bleach. So I pour another 12 ml of the floor cleaner or the hydrochloric acid, and I'm going to pour it into the bleach. Right, give it a good mix, and we can bleach this print again. Okay, let's pour in a little. Okay, and let it go through the bleaching process one more time. Hopefully this will build up the intensity. Okay, so it has been 4 minutes since we put the print in for the second round of bleaching. I am again not seeing much changes for the past 1 minute. As what we see in the first round, the part here is actually almost bleached away. This part has become lighter, but overall there isn't any more changes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour it away and give it a wash. So now I'm ready to pour in the developer again. It's reused from the first round. I think it should still be strong. Let's go for it. Starting to come out the print. Okay, we have redeveloped it for a minute. I think this is as far as it can go. So I'm going to pour out the developer, give it a good wash, and then we can do our fixing. Okay, let's remember that for this intensification, you need to redevelop and also refix. Fine. Before I fix it, again let's pull it together. Has it intensified further? I think so. Huh? Alright, so I'm going to fix it for a few minutes. Here's my fixer. UFO fixer 1+9. Let's fix it for a few minutes. So we have proved that the intensifier has worked, although I just do a blind guess on deciding how much of the floor cleaner should I add to the bleach solution. Okay, so let's try this one. This is a full print. I'm not going to tear it into half, but if you could take a look, this is how it looked like, and hopefully we can visually see that there is a intensification of the print later. So as usual, put it in, pour in the bleach. Right, the print has been inside the resin solution for more than 30 minutes, and this is how it looked like. It seems to get paler than before. I'm not so sure we could get a fully bleached out image. But I'm going to stop here and redevelop it. So again, I give it a wash. You notice I use the bleach for one time. Give it another wash. Right. Do not worry about the slight yellow stain. The developer will take care of that. So okay, I'm ready to redevelop it again. Again using the same developer. Let's go. Okay, the image came out quite quickly. Okay. I'm definitely seeing richer blacks. So I'm not sure you can see, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to pour out the developer and give this print a wash before we fix it again. So this is a 4:5 negative that I developed some time back. It's generally quite thin, as you can see this when the negative is placed on a light box. So I have cut the negative into two halves. This is a test negative, so I have no worry about cutting it. Mainly it's for the purpose of seeing the effect of the intensifier on the negative. So I'm first giving it a pre-wash because it's dry, and we want to give it a wash so that the gelatin is swell up, then it will be able to take the intensification easier. Right? Just maybe a 30-second wash, and then it should be ready. Alright, we are done. So I'm going to pour in the intensifier. Okay. Again, there is no timing involved. What I'm going to do is just to keep track of the time that has passed. Mainly we will inspect by sight. Okay, 8 minutes has passed. You can see that there's still a very faint image on the negative. There doesn't seem to be any further bleaching on the negative, so what I'm going to do is to pour it out. Give it a wash. So you can see this is the image. Okay, compared to the original. Right. So I'm ready to redevelop it, and this is HC110 dilution B. This is the same developer I use for developing the film. So I'm going to just pour it in. Okay. What I see is that the edges have started to appear. Okay, and generally all the image has start to reappear again. Okay, this is after 3 minutes of redeveloping. I pour out the developer, and this is how the image looks. Right, we can do a quick comparison with the untouched negative. Okay, you can see that there's intensification. Okay. Hi guys, thank you for watching to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it. The floor cleaner that I use for the hydrochloric acid is a bit unpredictable because I do not know what is the percentage of hydrochloric acid in there. But it still works, so I will continue to use that. Until I can get hold of some diluted hydrochloric acid where the percentage is known, I will continue to use this household cleaner. So I'm happy that I'm able to try out this process. So do we use this intensification process a lot? Not actually, because we should always aim for proper exposure, proper development for our film, so that the printing process is a bit more predictable. But in cases like this where you need some darkroom magic to happen, this is something that you can use. So the opposite of intensifier will be reducer, where you try to make a print lighter, or a dense negative to be lighter. We will use reducer. So I hope I will be able to do another video on that too. So hope you enjoyed this video. Do remember to subscribe to my channel, and at the same time turn on the notification bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be informed of it. Take care, and I see you in my next video. Bye! Hi guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please like it, share it, and finally do subscribe to my channel, and I see you in my next video. Take care. Bye!